They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
He'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So LSU's offense will go to work for the first time today. One way to mitigate the explosive capabilities he has on the outside is be physical with him, and this dude will do that.
He will do that, and you don't see a lot of offenses take the top off this D because of this guy roaming around in the middle of the field. He is a true center fielder, so this receiver's going to have to make plays.
This just is such a great job of getting guys on the ground. A lot of people are in position, but he makes plays, so him versus a dynamic wide receiver on the outside will be a great matchup.
Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder. Haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're
quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. You see a Gator bringing the heat like that, you think about Derek Harvey, who was the MVP of the national championship game in '06.
And Alex Brown and Javon Curse, they had a long list of guys that can really make the quarterback's life difficult. You gotta put pressure on the quarterback. You gotta affect him. Really nice job on this play.
He's showing you his skills on that last throw. This guy's got arm talent and accuracy, man, and some of it's not coachable. And I think back to Jamarcus Russell and Joe Burrow, two former Tiger quarterbacks that were the first overall pick in the NFL draft. They had some of that too. They just had a feel for the position that you simply couldn't coach at the college level. This guy, man, he's got some serious tools, and he really helps make this offense dangerous.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive.
Off he goes. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Comes out throwing on first down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting... Get it back. It's a turnover. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going up just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get ready.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs management. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you've got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. He wants to throw. Buying some time. And he just chucks it into the 4th row. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same, Palmer.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played. So expect everybody's A game today. Reese, you're right. We expect this one to be a lot tighter.
And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Off the play fake. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
And he gives himself up, but not before he moves those sticks. And the Gators have their offense in high gear. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Gators!
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Northern Illinois is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Huskies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to Akron. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Well, that's disappointing for the offense because that's a play that you rep all week long in practice. You should be able to hit that one no problem. The QB receiver couldn't come up with a completion.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Bought a little time, lets it go. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the quarterback is snowed under.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
Didn't make it any easier on themselves on 1st down. Now 2nd and long from the 21. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And and the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
He's going for a big play downfield. And he makes the catch inside the 25. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. First down to start the drive after the break. Motion from the offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quarterback moving. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Curse coming off the edge. The freak. It was a nightmare. So hard for our guys to block. We felt like game day was easier than what we faced in practice. And I tell you, this D-line by the Gators, what they got this year, they are special.
Using the quick game. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting first position.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the gun, running back gets the give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Oh, and the attempt is no good. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that up to touchdown.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. And they've been up and down the field, David, so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop and create some momentum for your offense.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the quarterback... He was tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Florida!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
On second down, wants to throw it. He's got it down the middle. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. The Tigers get enough to move the chains.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Give to the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Hunter. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
And he shows you the arm right there, but I tell you what, I've been impressed with this young man and his ability to do both. Rush, throw, lead a team, put up huge numbers in the top 10 in total TDs, running and passing. And this dude very much in the Heisman race. He's had a great season. He can do a little bit of everything.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's going to pass. Now improvising. Trying to escape and get it himself. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. He's brought down at the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for a first down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Sends it downfield. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Gators!
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. K-State has the lead right now. The Little Apple has been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over TCU. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They wanted to get that ball to the outside quickly, and it just about went the other way. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll let it fly. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. He gets a block. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He'll pull it on the read. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
How easy was that? I mean, when you got a quarterback that can run design runs like this and get you 5+ yards just and make it look that easy, God, it makes it really hard for the defenses to stop.
This offense has a second down play. Grab near the marker. It's Hunter. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
And this guy has been putting up huge video game type stat numbers each and every week. Threw for over 300 yards last week. He's putting up another monster game today, late in the year when you know Heisman.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
This defense needed something to go right. Man, they're down big already in the first half. Get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This could start some momentum going back the other direction.
The Gators will kick it off to start the second half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this...
He's into the open down the middle. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it, offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. First down here for the offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. He'll set up to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams.
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
Man, this guy is just starting to take this game over. Sack on first down, sack on second down, and now on third down, this offense, they better identify where this guy's lining up, and they better get him double teamed because they can't block him.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. Leaves it with the running back. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Using his legs to buy some time. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
And, man, this QB has delivered all year long. All the hype coming in as a freshman. Like, will he get on the field? Not only does he get on the field, now we're talking late in the season about being a true freshman quarterback, possibly winning a Heisman. You talk about a guy that has handled every moment and embraced it and excelled. This guy has been phenomenal.
And the Gators will have it 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Makes his connection. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
It's just incredible. You see the arm talent in that last throw. The quarterback position is the hardest position.
Going for it all. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, these two have linked up for multiple touchdowns in this game. They had the look they liked. They were licking their chops, taking a shot down the field. We haven't seen too many incompletions when these guys have been trying to play throw and catch.
Fires to the wideout. He's got it. He'll work his way down to the 28.
And, man, this guy's shown you the whole gamut, the whole arsenal. Like, he can run, he can throw, he can handle the moment, he can handle pressure. I'm interested to see how he finishes this season. He's already in the top 10 in total touchdowns, rushing and passing. Had a phenomenal year. Now is the time.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Well, the offense has made it known on this drive. They're trying to throw the football, and they're going to let this quarterback go to work. The defense does a great job winning up front. They get the sack to try to slow this momentum down.
Throws toward the end zone. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And that is no good. Because no game is perfect. Something has to go wrong, so the coach will have something to gripe about in film. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. After the big 1st down sack, it's 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. Discards him with the stiff arm. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Forced out of the pocket. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. It's complete to the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he's running in the open. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Bang, bang, slant. Get it to him quick. Put it out in front so he can advance the football. His ability in the open field is a difference maker for this offense.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And, yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success. And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that.
He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone.
Got a little room. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, Florida! No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Washington is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Warren Moon, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by 11 to Michigan State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Wants to throw on first down. He's got it. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
Finds a crease at the 20. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. And the Tigers are threatening on first and goal.
Here we go. LSU.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
LSU 7.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. A designed run for the quarterback. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. That brings us to 3rd and goal from the 6 after they went backwards on the last one. From the gun, wants to pass. Getting some heat. He was thinking touchdown on the scramble, but they're able to stop him short of the end zone.
Man, what an unbelievable stop by this defense. 4th down and goal. You gave up some yards. You stuck with it. You knew the QB was going to have the football in his hands. You didn't let him get to the goal line. The big 4th down stop.
A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. They're going to run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And, man, that stings. If you're a defense, you get all the way to a 4th down situation and held them so many times, and, man, they punch it in late, especially with the physicality. I hate when I get beat with physicality, and they pounded them, ran the football with all the big guys in the game, and got the touchdown.
LSU 14.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Quarterback on the keeper. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
Swings it out to the flat. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
A 3rd and long coming up here.
Get set, get set.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play, and that was a bit of a more unconventional look from the offense on 3rd down, but the defense was there to make a big stop.
On 4th down, going to the air. Finds him out of the backfield. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. They want to just keep throwing it. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Gators! And the route is on. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
LSU 14.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. And guys, this is a great time to take a shot if you want on 2nd and short. Trying to get to him. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
And I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected them at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
Now after the short completion, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to him. That's a live ball. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And listen, QB job number 1, take care of the football. We got to understand when to give up on plays. We got to understand when we feel people around us and take care of the football. You can't put the ball on the turf continuously. This guy's done it several weeks in a row now, so got to take care of that football.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right. He's got it. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you can tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Got his man. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Gets rid of it. He's got the back in the middle. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. On target. And that is how we will wrap this one up. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now.